So on the hay meadow side, I'm really interested in biodiversity, and you couldn't get a better kind of spot on the farm in order to find a really wide range of plants, insects and birds. So if you want to go and find interesting species of dragonflies, butterflies, it's a great environment. And it still produces normally a really useful amount of hay and aftermath grazing. So it is a really good blend of environment and productivity. We feed our hay to our dry cattle, and in terms of energy and protein requirements, it fits the bill. It's really good. We've done a little bit of metabolic testing as well to look at, I guess, the science, and it's great. It also is highly palatable, so they really enjoy eating it, and the intakes are really good. The field that's managed as a hay meadow and North Meadow is cut once a year. We generally cut it, if we can cut it in June, that's great. That's for two things. One, the quality of the hay is great. That kind of relationship between volume and quality is probably at its optimum. And secondly, because of the amount of flooding and the amount of nutrients deposited, we're actually getting a lot of nutrients off that field, which means that it doesn't turn into a grass-dominated, poorer botanical species mix. And that's really key. And so that the whole way that biodiversity is sustained is by removing large amounts of nutrients. So it's getting cut once, kind of as early as possible. However, that is not great for insects. So if you were focused on insects, you would leave it probably till September. So there's always a bit of a trade-off. However, there are other areas of long grass around the farm. Try and leave a little bit of a margin, but actually our hay meadow here and North Meadow, the botany is the number one priority. And we get a little bit of help from Natural England and Floodplains Meadow Partnership in those timings.
For cutting periods, I think Natural England are a bit more relaxed. They used to say no cutting before 15th of July, but they are much more relaxed now on areas that are mostly interested in the biodiversity to cut in end of June, if you like, and there will be those years that naturally prevent us from cutting then, and we won't be able to cut till second half of July. So you get a good balance.
One year we had a dump of silt that set, it looked like Mars, like red silt, and it almost set like concrete, and we had one flatillary flower through it. But unbelievably, once we got to May, it all got going. We had a bump of hay yield, really diverse plants. So that is, I would say, it's an incredibly robust, resilient mix of species, and they hold the soil in place.